you're an artist, you probably know already that you need to have a portfolio ready, but putting one together can feel a little bit overwhelming, right? In this video, I am breaking down 7 pages every artist should have in their portfolio, whether you're applying to be part of a gallery, trying to get a commission or a new collaboration, or you just want a polished way to show your work. And stick around because the 2 last pages might surprise you, but they will help your portfolio stand out. Before we dive into the pages, here's just a quick reminder why having a great professional portfolio really matters. So a portfolio isn't just a collection of your art, it's how you present yourself professionally. It tells your story, it builds trust, and it shows that you are serious about your work. Whether you are reaching out to galleries, collaborators, or collectors, having a ready-to-go portfolio makes you look prepared and confident. So let's dive into the pages. Page number 1 is a cover page. So a clean, striking cover page really sets the tone for the entire portfolio. It helps your portfolio stand out in a sea of PDFs and links and makes the potential gallerist or collector or client curious about you. Now, I found that with a cover page, less is more. All you really need is your name, artist portfolio, if the portfolio you're sending out is of a certain collection, or if it's for a specific collaboration, you can include this as well. For the image, you want this to be one of your absolutely strongest works that you feel are representing your current style, or you want your artwork styled in a really professional, clean mock-up that preferably shows your work in your ideal client's or collector's home. Another image that can work really well is if you have a strong image of yourself in your studio surrounded by your work. The second page you want to include in your artist portfolio is your About page. Think of your About page as a short summary of your achievements. This page is just to give a short but warm and engaging description of who you are, where you're from, and what inspires you. This is where people start to connect to you and not just your work. Now, I want to be clear that this page is not the same as an artist statement. An artist statement dives much more into your inspirations and the medium that you're using and your painting process. The About page is more focused on where you are from, and this is also a place where you very shortly can mention any achievements, education, or exhibitions that you had that you feel are relevant or worth mentioning. So this leads me on to page number 3, which is your artist statement. So this is the page where you get to dive in a little bit deeper and talk more about which themes and ideas guide your work. You can talk more about what your medium is, if you have a specific process that you go through when you create your art. However, a tip here is to keep it sincere, but still keep it clear and not to keep it too long. If someone receives your portfolio and they see big chunks of text that they have to read through to be able to figure out what you do and how you do it, this might be enough to disencourage them from keep on reading your portfolio. Even though you might have a really interesting process and everything that you are writing is relevant to your art, the fact that it's going to take someone more than like 60 seconds to get an idea of what you do and why you do it can feel overwhelming for a lot of people. Page number 4 should be an overview of your selected works, the works that you have selected to include in your portfolio. This makes it possible for people to, at a glance, get an overview of all the work that you have included in your portfolio. It also gives you the chance to show that your body of work is cohesive, it's well connected, it has a red thread. So ideally, this page, it should come before you start having individual pages for your selected work. So again, the key here is really to try and limit the information that you present. So I would say for your standard portfolio that you send out to galleries, to collaborators, to clients, keep your selected work to a maximum of 10 paintings. If there are too many artworks to choose from, especially if you're sending your portfolio to a collector or a client, then this can actually have the opposite effect. People can feel overwhelmed by the amount of choice that they have, and as a result, they end up choosing none of your painting. Now, on this page, as on every page, quality is key. So you want your work to be photographed in super high quality, super crisp, clear images that really shows your work off in the best light possible. Page number 5 that you should definitely include in your artist portfolio is your achievement and experience page. So this is basically the same as your resume. Now, a tip here is to, again, not overwhelm, just put selected exhibitions, selected achievements, selected publications. Let's say, for example, you've been part of 10 group exhibitions. You don't have to put all of these, even though it might feel like you're impressing by having so much experience. By adding on selected, people automatically understand that you are choosing the very best, the most relevant experience that you have. And again, it just makes it easier to digest. This page is just to show that you do have experience in your field and that you have worked with people before. Okay, so page number 6 that is really good to have in your portfolio is a testimonials page. So depending on where you are in your career, you might not have that many testimonials yet. However, if you do, then these are great to include to build trust with your potential buyers and collectors. So the 7th and final page that every artist should have in their artist portfolio, it is a contact page. This page should be super clear, super simple, and make it really easy for people to contact you if they want to collaborate or if they want to learn more about your work for a potential commission or if they want to purchase one of your paintings. So things to include on this page is definitely your email. If you feel comfortable doing it, you can also include your phone number. Definitely include your website if you have one, your socials. Another thing you can include on this page is a little QR code. Those ones are super easy to make in, for example, Canva. It just makes it look that little bit more professional. It's just super easy for people to scan this code with their phone and then they land on your website in like 2 seconds. Okay, so time for the 2 bonus pages that I think are really great to include in any artist portfolio and that will help you stand out even more. So the first bonus page is to include a behind the scenes page. So on this page, you can share images from your studio, you working on a piece, or of your process. This is a really great page to add to build trust. Just makes you more human and relatable, and it really helps curators and collectors feel more connected to you and your work. The second bonus page that is really helpful to include is a page where your work is framed and styled. This helps to show your art in context. You can use high quality professional mock-ups that can help you show your work framed or on the wall. And this just really gives viewers a visual of how your work lives and breathes in a space. It also helps make your presentation just feel much more elevated and professional. So once your portfolio is ready, it becomes a powerful tool that can really help you in your career. You can send it to galleries and curators, grants and residency panels, potential clients and collectors, collaborators and press, or you can even attach it on your website as a downloadable PDF. Now, if you want to create a professional portfolio and you want to save time and not start from scratch, I actually created a Canva template for a portfolio that includes all of these pages and more. It's the same portfolio example that I've been showing on screen as I've been talking in this video, and you can find it in my Etsy shop, the Artist Template. I will leave a link below in the description if you're curious about it. I really hope that this video gave you some inspiration for building your own portfolio. If you found it helpful, give this video a like and consider subscribing. I'll be sharing more tips for artists soon. Thanks so much for watching.